2023 Ram 1500, the base model, the workhorse of all trucks. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are in the 5.7 liter, 395 horsepower, 410 pound-foot of torque, 5.7 liter HEMI with an 8-speed automatic transmission. And you know that this thing is 4x4 because again, it's a truck and it is made by Ram. That horn sounds aggressive, sounds angry. But again, 5.7 liter HEMI, you already know this thing sounds pretty decent. Let's do a quick little walk around. Again, 5.7 liter Ram 1500 Classic. Again, halogen lights because again, it's the base model. We don't get anything too fancy. Cloth seats all around. Classic Ram grille with the Ram badging right in front. Looks very good. Like it's a blending in kind of truck. Lots of chrome actually. So pretty shiny. Basic wheels. Again, it's 4x4, so you know this thing can go on pretty much any terrain, and you can take it off-roading if you really wanted to. Another GoPro right on top of the exhaust, so we get a better exhaust note slightly. 4x4. SLT badging with the gigantic Ram badge in the back with your backup camera. Decent amount of space, and yes, you can stand on this. I am very confident that this thing won't break on you anytime soon if you stand or put stuff on it. Again, it's not automatic, and this is what our key looks like. Like, it's just simple unlock, unlock, and panic. We don't get anything else, but you do get your little spare key over here, which is very nice. Gas cap over here. And overall, that is all this truck has to offer. Like, nothing crazy on the outside design aspects of it, but very simple and really won't do much that you won't expect it to. You expect this thing to be a workhorse truck, and it will do that excellently for you. And looking into the interior for this thing, cloth seats all around. Your cup holders are down here as well. You have another set up here. Hopping inside, grab onto this, eat yourself inside. You get your netting, like just some extra spacing in the back here. Textured plastic all around with a little bit of padded leather in this one little section with aluminum going around and aluminum door handles. A little bit of storage here and a little bit of more storage down there. And if you really wanted to load up some stuff back here, close this, pull this up, and you kind of have a little bit more storage here. Or if you are a short person and you want to make your life a little bit more harder for yourself, you can do this, making the seats even higher to kind of jump into, if that's what you want to do. Now hopping into the front seat where the main attraction of this thing is. Again, this base model doesn't focus much on interior styling, to be honest. It's very simple. Tiny screen without Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It's just Bluetooth connection. Your little lights up here. No sunroof. Like, everything is cloth and simple. And I'm sure this turns into an extra seat if you wanted to. Yes it does. Storage over here. All your 3 cup holders over here. And turning it on once again. I just like the fact that these things have the HEMI in it. And that's the biggest thing I really love about it. But of course, enough yapping. Let's take this thing out for a drive and see how she handles. Alright, let's take a look at our suspension because this is a rough terrain almost. surprising. I kind of expected the steering wheel to be a little bit more rough and harder to maneuver, but you don't have to put considerable strength into turning this thing left and right, which I greatly appreciated to make it much more easier. Put it in 4x4 so we don't spin out tires too much. Decent exhaust note. Again, it probably sounds much better from the outside. Just one thing you will notice, again, it's a base model. You can shift your gears from these two buttons, which doesn't feel too great. It feels a little bit forced. Power shifters would have been easier just because they're right there, but again, cost savings, it's easier to just put two little buttons that control your gears. And we also do have cruise control. It is not adaptive, by the way. We don't have blind spot monitoring. We don't have any of the nicer features for this base model truck. It just gets you from point A to point B, gets to the job site in one piece, and also takes you off-roading if you really do want to take it off-roading. But let's look at our fuel economy, because that is something I've been curious about. So our fuel economy right now is 13 liters for every 100 kilometers, which actually isn't bad at all for a truck this big. But if you're like me, you have a semi-heavy foot. Semi-heavy foot. You don't have the heaviest foot out there, but you like to hear what the engine may sound like. Part of me would want to opt out for the bigger 6.4 engine that is supercharged, but this is probably more in the budget for most people. And again, if you want to enjoy music and you don't want to hear the engine all day, pretty decent infotainment system, or at least stereo system to say the least. No Bose, they are no name, so I can't tell you exactly what speakers are in here, but they're decent. Nothing fancy, nothing too crazy, just base model truck stuff to say the least. And again, since we don't have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you do just have to go through the settings and just connect your Bluetooth, which is relatively simple. Like, this is a simple truck. You're not gonna be doing rocket science trying to figure out how to connect your Bluetooth to this thing. And of course, we're gonna have to do a proper 0 to 60 time at least once. And this seems like a good enough chance. Again, we're gonna be going uphill slightly, so won't be the most accurate representation of 0 to 60, but it's good enough just for you guys to experience what this truck is capable of. And since we're going over railway tracks, our suspension should just eat this up absolutely no problem. Which it did, which is really neat. Now we'll try a quick little 0 to 60 before we call it a day. There's no one behind me, no one around me for me to disturb, so we're just gonna come to a quick little stop here. And yep, she quick. Like, 0 to 60 comes really quick. You would expect a truck like this to be somewhat sluggish and slow, but nah. The power output for this thing is perfect for the weight class of this thing as well. And if you're going to rear wheel drive, you're honestly gonna spin a little bit more. I'm gonna turn off traction control and just actually not bad. But again, we're running low on fuel and we're making our gas mileage time even worse as we do this. But that is just me. Anyway guys, this has been Morty in the 2023 Dodge Ram 1500 Classic. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are, and let me know what you guys would want me to review in the near future. Part of me is thinking a Corvette, but you know what? We'll just have to wait and see, because again, we usually get the base model of pretty much every vehicle out there. So we'll just have to wait and see. Take care guys, and peace.